Cotton is a major cash crop cultivated in most parts of the world, including Ghana. As a form of employment and livelihood, farmers mostly in the three northern regions engage in the production of the crop. For instance, while Ghana only managed to produce 36,000 metric tons of seed cotton in 2006 and 2007, Burkina Faso produced a colossal 700,000 metric tons. Textile industries consume up to 80% of what is produced. Unfortunately, in the case of Africa, exports of raw cotton are occasioned by an absence of any significant domestic textile industries to add value to cotton grown by numerous small farm holders and the need to earn foreign exchange. The few still operating in the industry now depend heavily on raw material imports and have to fend off competition from cheap imported textiles. The effect is that the booming textile industry in the past is now a pale shadow of itself. The textile industry in Ghana once employed about 25,000 workers. Most of these companies produced high-quality materials, designs, and very good textile brands, which sold so well on the local market as well as other markets in West Africa. Wax prints produced by these companies were in high demand on the Ghanaian market because they are used in making traditional apparels like the kaba and other exquisite wares. The industry contributed significantly to the country's gross domestic product. In recent times, the industry has gone through some difficult times, resulting in shutting down of the production lines of most of the companies. Some of the companies which are still operating are believed to be importing grey baft and semi-finished bleached cloth for printing in Ghana. This is a local garment manufacturing company in Accra that employs some 600 Ghanaians. By its own projections, the anticipation is that the number of employees should rise to 1,000 or more in the years ahead. Its challenges include lack of space at its present factory location and inadequate capital injection. However, this garment company intends to establish a fabric knitting and finishing unit to supply to the West African market. Campaigning for transformation in the structure of the national economy is said to be a cardinal principle on the way forward to promote made-in-Ghana goods. This is to grow industry and conserve foreign exchange. Causes of the collapse of the textile industry include the influx of textile products from other countries. These textiles are relatively cheaper compared to those produced in Ghana.
When we talk about African as made in Ghana goods, I think the main problem you're having is the pirating. We're not asking them not to, but at least copying our designs and producing them cheaper. I think that's why the government has to do something about it. And number two, if our industries could be helped out with their customs, reducing their import duties on some of the products is going to go a long way. One, we have to patronize our goods from the offices. When you come to Ghana, we try to copy. And I think this should be a point for any government to come on. We should use our textiles. Something like GTP is one of the fantastic garments you could ever get. Their quality is good. We have fantastic colors. Everything about it is very unique. So I don't see why we shouldn't portray our own fabrics and then end up portraying other people's style. It doesn't go that way, but I think the government should do something about it. If it can be a policy that every company in Ghana should use the African wear. specifically made in Ghana goods, I think it's gonna help us.
I see a friend to maybe high target. We are partners now. At the the same like almost so designs. Until once any panel banner so want to maybe design bit say GTP asobari na Felicia na something. So the price na mana okono ko the same thing na price no format. I was like be at 75 or 80 cedis. Okono 40 cedis and 35 cedis. Design is the same thing, but the quality na mostly no be nyemi pa nyane nim how are the quality here eti. But obi onim to mom there as GTP from bare 50 years in India. The only GTP say GTP.
I prefer the force to the Ghanaian textiles because the Ghanaian textile is very expensive compared to the force. The force is sometimes when you get it, it's one in town. You will not see other people wearing it. But the Ghanaian textiles, everybody wear it. And you see this Kayayo people, sometimes the way they even make the clothes, when you see it, it doesn't appeal to you to even buy it.
Another source of worry is that Ghana has become a dumping ground for foreign castoffs, which is negatively impacting the Ghanaian textile industry. Thousands of tons of unwanted clothes in Europe are given to charity shops every year, but somehow most of them don't get to their intended destinations in the local charity shops. So the question is, where do they actually go?
Star of Ghana,
for the job, it starts from port. An agent will give me a permit. I will go inside and load. I will scan. And then after scanning, I will go and pack at the scan pack. And then he will work on it. After he has finished, then I will drive to this place. That is how it starts from happening. As an importer. And then as a driver, and then agent has given you a load. The only thing after loading is to bring the goods to the destination place. Because as a driver, agent will, if agent load me, I can't take the load to any place or to go and pack in it after loading. I have to come straight to the importer's place. But after we have come here, AMA will come and then say we don't have to pack double. We don't have to pack double. If we pack double, they will come and tow our cars to their office for us to go and pay. So I have to come here, find a place to park. Not actually the place where I'm going to offload the goods. Find a place to park, and then maybe Wednesday evening I'll come and then pack, put it at the double, pack it, double packing. Before the following day, Thursday morning, they will offload the goods. So it's a lot of, stress to us.
It is 12 a.m. and like shepherds watch their flock by night, I am at the Kantamanto market where containers full of used clothing have arrived from the port and the importers are offloading. For a 40-feet container or a 20-feet container that houses about 450 bales of clothing, you will require a minimum of 5 to 7 men to offload the goods for a fee. These goods are patronized by traders from our neighboring countries such as Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina Faso. Other traders in this country also come in and sleep over so that they could get the best of the items around this time.
No matter importing, I see a stock taking near checking items for items. You might buy. Yeah.
In Sana, how do you do it? Do you itemize it? Do you sort it out?
It's all classified using acronyms. Yeah, so like ladies t-shirt will be classified as like LPTS, ladies t-shirt. So with all these acronyms, you have like 30 to 35 or 40 acronyms. You have to learn all, and then at the end you check for item by item.
How do you arrange the things so that when people come to buy, they will know that these are ladies' shirts, these are jackets, and these are bed sheets and all of that? How do you arrange them, or how do you put them down?
Okay, before it comes, you have to have a layout. Like you're having like 450 bills. In that you have ladies t-shirt like 30. So with that minimum space that you have, say at the end of the day, so packet ladies t-shirt 30 wa say, men t-shirt 40 wa say, and original shorts nika 12 wa say. So with that you should be able to know, yeah, based on the total quantity that you
number one. Like baby rabbit. Ladies police blouse. Ladies police blouse. Okay, I was saying I think maybe I will paper trade, packing list. If you was who are reading, Ghanaian in a bag, we are no what ladies t-shirts, who we are not what sending packing list. I was no one to say, way back, this is all I need to ladies t-shirt blouse.
This is the Kantamanto Market in Accra. Located near the Makola Market, Kantamanto is its own market, separate and distinct from Makola. For years, trading here has been a wheel around which the urban center's economic productivity and vibrancy spins. It is a magnet to business. At first sight, the market appears to be a maze. Rows and rows of traders staking out their spaces and selling their wares. The most immediate sounds of Kantamanto are the sellers working to attract their customers. Day in, day out, with Sunday as the only off day, the vendors are here. This market, filled with informal traders, hold significant economic importance and potential for the traders whose livelihood are dependent on this, thanks to its local economic linkages.
How the Kadi Bebre me say, and Kadi Juma na meye. It's a Jumea na meya, Medesha Mabushia, and a member. A Juma Mayache yepa, the Tetra office in Yama. Ya Netia's voice, and you go our shop or bar, no baby, no swakotton. Just a Juma, a boy and a boy customers, and so almost be to be cotton pa.
Within this Intianyako, me a force you may buy 5 years. By first, an idiot, you try name we. Cecilia, the try, now your baller. At the first, me buy me a crack to meet the quotidian man Colani. Cecilia, the Uba Winyashi. Intino, no many winning yet. I have ball and quantity of a slab and say, why? Na no man ye omuntiminya papa mbraye na yeso yentiminya da yenyabi yemfa nhwe nkwala na omudi echire na omoba.
I particular have been able to educate children out of this job. Some are chartered accountants, some are teachers, some are computer teachers. So this job has helped us a lot. I've been selling here for 17 years ago. They import the goods in containers and we also go and buy it by retailing. And when we come, we cut the bills, and then people from all walks of life come and buy from us. Some come from Mali, some come from Ouagadougou, which is Burkina Faso. Some come from Ivory Coast, and some come from Togo and Nigeria. They come from all walks of life and come and buy from us. Even in Ghana, all walks of life from all the regions, 10 regions of Ghana, they come and buy from us from here.
It is home to more than 30,000 traders who mostly sell used clothing.
Mebacho ubebo ni ache mfia hia we dini the do awaye sa ejuma we jeans ejuma we.
Me wo 43 years. Be my ejuma na be 18 to 20 years. My training kwala back be bro be 15 e wo bro no ejuma.
Kwala no amamu anu aduane anase de.
Oh mu na bibre enso atete om ho atwetwa no mo so yebi. And then almost the family no man.
Na jeans we normally ne hifa na wunya efi.
Learn no man na yepe. And say na Ghana for ne pe. Say China dey no so share meet. Say kwati na mo nya papa. Nti dey be obi aba opelend dey no.
Na dey no mo peland no mo America na say any other country. I
say learn dey na ye Ghana for ensa no because on say the waist no e normal size ma yen. America dey na dey so. Ti Ghana for ne pe no ma akasa no. Ti na obi aba learn no.
Obeka say ejuma we mfasode e wo na mfaso ni mkra.
Eno na maya da hwe me yire ne ma me da chini kwala be 20 ni ade ni tina say eye ejuma maya
acho me no kan le nchu no chumo na 25 years ne ibon chumo da ne ibon form no nchu a hu ni kekwa mbi ne bia ne ekome ya university ekome ya classes ekome hu ye class 1 no nkekwa me nkefi ono fia no nkekwa onweku fe
si ale no keji e abala ke ochu ne keni chimo ne nkwe ege na agba ko ba ha bulu
ike na agba ba ha me ja ke ta flache in school ya fa ngbe form 4 na pe na ene no hu ni ngbe school na no nke bon nu chumo ke no jimbla ya me nu chumo ni ke jenhia hu ni yen mi nka ba shi bia ne e wo ke npa ba gba no kwale ja ke nu chumo ko be ni pa ko ni aka se nu chumo lo pa ko ya tawo nu chumo ene no ji nu chumo ni ke jenhia yen gbe ke bi ashi ni no mi iye judges iye doctors ni baabie iye foreigners Abidjan Nigerians amefan bajio na ma ho ajo ifi ahe na bahio
ebe 20 years eni ana maton kura no ti me den kura no ma na meton film na tintin na 20 years ni no ana meton
manya ne nti yese nkura ne ma ne mpo ne boy den pass mpanyifo den adenti na e ma ne basa
nkura no ma de kanetete no kura no na ne boy den mpanyifo den na say de omo de abon be me ensa be ti se busu mi nsia peni eno ma ye ton 7 million eno ye ton 17 million de ena mi twa ye 26 million de ena mi sadamu ena me twa
nti first ne bibi ti se na nka ahena mo beton ena se sia no mo ton
first no bibi ti se selection cry f 5 cd 10 cd 7 cd and the f say 250 250 300 20 Ghana and the f for 10 cd granta
but na we say Emma Ghana for force granta say already made essence
force ni de papa obia nim se force ye papa esan se enkra no ma no usi a ensei almost say taught said they were bontin no. Omusia na say na force ni de omusia a check. Bet me the 3 years asan I say. Ntina omo epe force.
Other second-hand items available are shoes, bags, household items, as well as underwear, including other clothes which have close contact with the body.
One be a particular London and with any storage jet awoku. Panty ekwe be obana ke labels here me storage jet ake the London geba awoku storage jet. E wo je fe jino na woni la ye mi. Eko me storage jet labels here me. Bole nche no kwe ne bo na ke UK wo for touches. Eko me storage jet awoku wo hela kokra be mi. Hela be mi ye fine. Ni ko wo hu echo na ye quality. Ewo ene ha mohila ko kwe panty so ba na labels akeja abrochi awoko down story jet ewo efutu ewo hila bemi wo fu ekpapa jala hu bashi mo fi amoni ehi e ko fe no ni eko ba ya na ba ke land na e shop na ejilawa ene ehi fe China new one.
The earliest customers have their pick of the used clothing, and unlike the traditional stores, they can negotiate the best prices with the vendors. The items have been categorized into first, second, third, and last selections based on how old or new the stuffs are.
So I'm 120. She didn't take like a man to 150 or 200. She no Obama would take when I can manage the temple. Like a warrior, which means couple 5 moments. 5 pounds. Oh, yeah, walk Canada feel no Hanishka short, make couple 5. And then 5 pounds. When the woman no feel, but let me know yale. Enter me perforce braziers and so Utua a check. It's because Uto stone and the pannibo and no yan pamuntale. Until Otona in San on a man in Sandy 2 or Cobesan de Abros, a brazier and a mitoin and yet 2. Now, so force braziers in it, and yet Nina and I are more use. Ubobbing a yen new, a fat tagging poke, a boom. And only panisha a check, but we to brazier to bona a fit. I think you know Bob brazier. So one top I cannot obey me, or Papa Manache. It's me first brazier, dear. Manage home, me ton will suit the tonso. Okasa or the Bemma 120 back. I had 12 Ghana city. Then Miss Ren, as I say, and yet London pet Namifa, the far Canada and so a camel. And into my for Canada, my Sereno said me, Tommy and some of my customer be a Nimu a swap. It's a London near money there, and money as a swap. This out me time man into essence of my family and my Sereno, their mammy 10 city back. To me, me the work of 15 city. Me kwa baga sa mente so ntima to about 12 and 13 Ghana city. Na musumenya mfaso 3 city ewo ba ko bia so.
In his writings and photography of Kantamanto, Nana Kofi Akwa says that locally, when the importation of used clothes, cars and other items began in the 60s and 70s, it was called Broni Wewu. The white person has died, built around the conception that no one in their right mind will willingly give away such nice articles, so the people must have died, and that's how they arrived in Ghana. But why do Ghanaians buy these clothes, known in the local language as Obroni Wewu, literally meaning the white person is dead, knowing very well how much Ghanaians are afraid of the dead?
Obroni Wewu, to my understanding, is not like a dead person's clothes that we are wearing. It's just a name that has been given to it. You know, the white, when they wear something today, they just reject it. They don't want to wear the same clothing regularly. So it's like they use one, they just bring it, and we Ghanaians have given it that name. But that place, I don't think they call it Obroni Wewu.
We used to call it Obroni Wewu because it's the name was given long time ago, because some people have worn it already. That's why we are calling it Obroni Wewu. But it doesn't mean it's people who are dead clothes, no.
I say
ade da tete na yen so ye beto ye ba yen yenim say din aye de atoso keke but me madwene ni se owufu na ahye e na wecha ba me minim say din aye de atoso say broni wewu ba atare ne de mi hu ni say obi ahye na wewu na ode aba and de mi hu ni sakra unya new ones na ye but ne bo ni ntini ye ntumi nto nti say ya ba na e beto used ones na ye pe no say new ones because used ones na crab one wo fem na bi wo crampo a story jet new inti no hu eno crampo a wo pe no crampo sa sen dia wa koto we no na wasan ko pam carbon.
Unknown brands to well-known designers such as T.M. Lewin, Dolce & Gabbana, H&M, Marks & Spencer, French Collection to Tommy Hilfiger are all on display at the Kantamanto market, also commonly called the Bend Down Boutique.
Your countries be bring a deep, but me and Cassady may prefer UK near man. Because Mr. T and no one UK near man and metra BC Sabri. But Obia one year was experience you Obi pe Canada near man, Obi pe Holland near man, Obi pe Australia near man. But because a mimitra UK near man, my customers now a babefa a deco warm shops near the Adeno. Or mupe UK near man because of the quality and in needs a yen in Tina. The customers in a pen and I'm in Sumitra. Bitrama said the Bayaminsu.
Kantamanto is one huge thrift store where one can't find the gold. For like the adage, the early bird catches the worm, one must get there early enough to have first pick through searching or first selection. It is also a stop along the distribution chain for clothing retail in the city, just as many stores around the city may source their items at Makola. It is well known that many boutiques and other clothing shops operating in the city also come to Kantamanto, where they select and purchase items for resale, hiking up the prices in their own stores.
The Yama boutique no one buy it in selection. Selection and no man you try. The FO would one baby try, bet me and Taribia Bess a temple. If the crime is easy, Bessy Meton Bess 70 to 80 Ghana. What does it? And so when you are there for best, I bet time crumble. And they say you definitely the tunnel. Now, if it's the same bed, no everything and Talibu one, but on the 5 cities, 9 tenths. And tell me a year at the end of the body. Sick it one. Oh, straight dress, no wait me, you be 100 Ghana. You be 80. It depends 50. It depends at 100 from the quality. What I say? We say we want 50 gram. You want me at my saying 30. What I say? It's the same way me at the corner. Sick it one. And you know one on the bed and move and no money na mana. See here they will try to win your way. Maku be 21. Yeah, they with my turn about this. I mean, they do try to create bills board and a cost. So what does it? Executive and the problem share to you. What's the obey about we selection? You will be could chat. No, we are facing the selection. Yaka, I see there's a cobe 4 basin. 4 basin, no money. Imagine, say 4 basin, Honka, 2 weeks away, no, and won't have cry.
These used clothes originate from places such as Europe and Asia as castaway or donated clothing. Even though it has been given away for free, it has created a multi-million-dollar venture in Ghana and other West African countries. In Ghana, castoffs have other nicknames such as Bend Down Boutique, Foes,
One yin low, one shine high, one baha, one medrim, says Sian Woyi Bie, Ajajang Ababie, Sorhobraha, amongst others, from importers to wholesalers and retailers. Many of such people in the business rake in as much as they can, but bear in mind, not everybody makes profit. We therefore engage some of the importers in this trade on how the imports are organized and how the business has panned out or evolved out over the years.
Used clothing in Ghana is one of the oldest business in the country. It was originally patronized by the foreigners, but of late the entrepreneurs in Ghana has taken over due to the economic situation of the country, whereby everybody wants to have something to do. Initially, these goods comes from foreign countries like Canada, US, and Europe. Right now, we are bringing in some from China and other Asian countries. Over there, it's not all that expensive, but because of the custom duties involved, when it comes here, it becomes very, very expensive compared to where we take the goods. These goods, when we started, suppliers and customers always come in for demand, and therefore, because of the high demand and the quality and the stuff that they get, they appreciate it, so they make more deposit towards the importation of the goods. So in other sense, or otherwise, I would say they finance the business. But of late, it is not so. Of late, the importers have to finance it themselves. And what we do is that we bring in the goods, give it to the suppliers, take it to their various shops and destinations, sell their stuff, and bring the money back to us and take new stuff. Whereby initially, when they come, they make deposit, tell the item that they want. We ordered it for them, so they come in and take the stuff because they've purchased it already. And when they make the market, they bring in the money for another stuff. But things has changed due to the conditions and the economic situation. This business has helped the country so much that it generates a lot of income and it has generated a lot of employment for the whole country. Anywhere in the country, you will see used clothing over there. And it's being patronized from the north to the south, east to west, everywhere in the country. You see used clothing. And it has created a lot of employment whereby people in the business, you will find them everywhere. Like we have lawyers, we have teachers, we have service personnel, not only the people that you see in the market involved in the business. And also when we look at the port, for instance, without the used clothing business, there's no business for them at the port. And therefore, always we pray to the government to come to our aid, to review the prices and the taxes that he always levy on us, so that it will be affordable and we can bring in more to help the needy and the poor.
Mako mia bebre ewa ha, but me who say way branding no different. I didn't know man it is
a bit way the free Korea, China, a bit fi Korea, a bit fi London. First na fi London Canada pe. Say China for no so ababeka ho nti omonio man so mo beli no e doso de omuni doso nti e ma hafo no epe Abidjan for ne Burkina for no so ba omo so pe.
There is division of labor when it comes to working on these foreign castoffs. Some of the used clothes sold out to customers are redesigned to serve the greater good.
So mukoyi Lacoste na Lacoste no so a no mo twitwa o mo twitwa wi na yeso ye design na akoye small size na customers sponsor be to be called trek. Oh yeah ne sa ye ji bako 60 pesos. Bako 60 ye pam Lacoste bako a ye ji 60 pesos.
Mpaboa na achire no mpaboa adwuma no abaye den kakra fosu no de no tie maame ye se meye nitini adwuma no nso ebi e wo ha sabra no bi ni ha mihunu sa ha no nso krofo be yi niema no koton e wo kurom nti se me setire wa ha no a na ebeboa nti ampa bra me fi ase no kakra kakra na meye nti bra meye no adwuma no nso na eba kakra kakra omukoyi ntade no shirt T-shirt and trouser no mutwa na ye the knitting machine no nso apamo ama wo nti eno na na megusu a aye kese ya me wo emofra nso ka me ho aye ye ti ye ntade no na fe aye call sheet ye ne a omo a ewo no de chiche mofra no eno nso ye ewa ha kala bia ope oba ye be ye no nso ama
Pantamanto is a whole industry when it comes to trading in used clothing. Ironing is one big trade in the second-hand business.
Say Juma we, force now or muchano. Any adopted say, Evanze, ye need a Jumebia. Nti esadia yanso be ye bibia at least ye benya yensa no aduane nti if you see to irons ni tables na ye di yes adwuma we eboa foods for no wo mo ayi ekọ na wo ma nto a wo mo se amanfo ani nye ho papa nti ye to ma wo ma ye amanfo fe ma wo mo timi eto ma wo yan ye adwuma no esan say bia ya anko school papa nintine ndi ya kan ya press mine for cheze te say the fa ayon no e di mia atare no so no enintine eto no press mine.
The heat that emanates from this section, considered as the final stage in the chain, gives cause for concern.
No kwenya me challenges there will be bri nanso o kama for no hwan endi evanze ya squeeze ya ho mi ayani ayane nkakra akra said e be ya enye se yete ho kwa ebi ni iron ebi ni jabidie kotokuo no se adu 400,000 ko 500. In fact your customers no kra ba the ese woje no to say bia 10 pesos 20 pesos no oni bi ontimi ntua iron no so free be 200,000 arrange adu 1 million any achiri nti yesre say aban ko ye moa kakra ejano ye di ohiane nka enkwan kom ene di adwuman by force na adwuman de ejano ho ye din too much nanso ya anye ne saa ye be de didi ye ni sikanti entimi nko hospital na mom ye ko pharmacist na wa kan problem no o kan e bi obaka se to mo jedru wi to na no nom eno an ye entimi nko hospital.
Oh my year about 25 years.
Now we have special skill be and we have special training this over years are there.
Okay, me have special training and commit me there yes are there because we need a bread do. And to man to so say odi bones so ma na odi to so a e matare ne nshi e san ma atare ne so yepe.
Na me hu se jana amode ya de anu ye dem pan so so be na nya wo so.
But ya yare mum. yare wo me fiba malaria ne ade etimi twe but ko ben so renso anu so boaye papa ne ye no mojaduro so enti na ma ye jan yesa kabare sam no ke enti me yesa adwuma wo enti na boaye
adwuma titira ye ne se enkofo be kwa koyi phones abane ye atoso ye to so crazy ka sam ye 15% no mutua eno kra ya na asa ye ntokwase mama ye no mu akrofo ya no mu se wi aye wa ha ne ye se boka ade no nipa na kwa 25 cedi so enya yira pe o so obeje 10 cedi amaze se kankwa ne ye bo wa ha no adwuma ni o man yi mu nti de enso de ye dididi no
enti hifa na munya bidie ne emu ayo na kasa mo de hifa na munya wo ansa na bidie ho asem etesen
ayo na kasa de free takra de ayo no sisi ne bo aye de pa ma ye nya bi kra nto ayo ba ko 50 Ghana ani 60 Ghana amaye masters ne kura adwuma ese etime de ye no amomu buofu ese ye adwuma ne too much ye se ayo so no e ba sa e bo mu kan ti no ese adwuma no ba bia e be ya duru bia o mu se ba 6 o'clock ne yapon ye se ba sa ye nya sika kra na etime de ahebusuafo eno anso na obi be se ye dididi nkakran kakranti eno mu ne ye da so se nya adwuma different bia nka e be ja ne akwakoye but ye ne adwuma bia de se we ya na ye ne sa.
From afar, this trade appears very lucrative, but at close quarters, it has its own set of challenges.
Me boa me ma me no wonya bi edibi aboa me odibi amama ko school eno ntina me boa me person na ne ma ne boa nya den de ne yetimi yeto nya bi ba sisi ne ma ne boa ye den ne de sisi yeto an hye de nya bibia wo so ye sra ban se ye sra na ne ma no onti so maye onti so kakrama ye na sisi ne ma ne boa ye den ne yesusu ye ma me nya bi na on fa mo aye
me kona minya bi na se ni ye dia mitimi nya be 500,000 o wa 1 million ne menya ba isi ade okokura 200 kra wunya na ade atwaduane edi eja ye ba ne ni na mu kakra wunya 100 bi na akofi enso ye emu ye inti ye be stress o mu mu ye no munya no mani ye ne so intimi nya bi ntaduane mankwala.
We are facing very big challenges, especially on our duty. The duty is very, very high for us. And then the exchange rates. At times you exchange the rates, it will be about say 5.6. Immediately you will prepare gather your money, it will go up again to about say 5.7 or 5.8. So the exchange rate is fat, rather beating us very much.
Say ni amana kasa no ne tono so ye ntobim. First no, once na obe union man kra wie no na waje ho sika nyina wie sese wuyi a kisa wodi gogu dem wodi begu dem saa na loan so na wakwaje duty ni so boy din ye nto obe ton kakra ba ko saa ye nto sese de adwuma no aba be ye din amaye pa
fa kwanya yesu masra ye nyina papa wa ya ban se eye duty no ese no ebu ye ko mu eno ntine me ni nwan brunu afo no yekita ne nan mu omomode ne duty no onhwe maye na yentimi fa ne madodo mra na no so tima gina so ma ya fa nipa dodo e de ya adwuma na me nwan so brunu afo na kam so tima kokko bia adwuma se de me so makọ bia adwuma na me kita workers 30 awo nyakwa nyakro ya hotel awo bokwawu awo so no bosumi bia no se hotel na hotel foforo no adwuma e ba ye adwuma mawo mitimi nya brunu awo sika ne kakra e de kokko so so e de tua me nwan moneka. For the
traders of the used clothing industry in Kantamanto, the persistent calls for the ban of second-hand clothes to promote the local textile industry is not the way to go, as according to them, it is also a source of employment and contributes to the national kitty.
And the chance for the past 35 years, Mr. Chejuma in 1981. Now, the chance start here the brunu ba akopɛ and the start here one bill the concrass here adwuma bia wo ya ne sɛ sɛbi obenya determination sɛ me ye na me de akɔnkan ampa esum kakra sɛ tamna ye de brunu one bill kra kɔ enkrass here no na yetua ye tax ema ban ko sie sɛ nyame ye yadom a okita adwuma mu a yesoso no ɔde akɔnkan abedu sɛ mpempen so yi ɛnam brunu adwuma yi so Matimidi AC Hotel, 38 bedrooms, any entertainment big center, our Ubira Obo Kronomwa, me hotel ena ewo benkum so no enam say yenuanum bi anya akwanya ama krokase munti no ena me ko bie sa adwuma no se be ya ombenya adwuma o krokase si aye ana me krom aye na ayi ohawa da ban no so se obia se aban ma madwuma ban ma madwuma ti bronu awu adwuma ne de metima ka se aye bia ma oman Ghana aye bia ma oman Ghana pa so ba ya adwuma ne mu a ya wode obie bronu awu no so ya wode oto ya wode obeyi mienu da ko gina ka kwan ti nyina ma employment no so no efra ban so iti ye ya nkran ne ma ye nuanom adwuma ye na ohawa obia de nani ahwe aban no so se aban ma madwuma no enam so ama ye nuanom so nya adwuma ye na aban ko mu aye den adwom iti se menua bi e de ne ma firi Togo e de yuram a wontua duty e wo border e be ka se bronu wo adwuma ne ma na meme nyakwa ba nyakwa e fa mi fa nyakwa no me ne nya adwen isa se o de ne kwa fa yuram abepie ka kwan mu na o de aba fire service e wo Togo station aba beton meme den de fa habo na matua duty matua bibia masa ba betua income tax e de amaban na aban nya ska no e de siesie oman no eno ntim de me pasa mesre me nuanom na omode ne amaba ne se omonye omode yie na omontua omo tax e maban na efanya akonso me ne me nuanom do no afuo no yenye yedie yie ezo ntua tax emfa maban na ban nya ska no fa siesie oman no na Ghana nya ne to papa emfa mfra.
For now, all they want is for the local currency to be stable to make business worth its while.
We are facing a lot of challenges because last year, for instance, I was buying my bill for 500 Ghana cedis, but this year I'm buying it for 1,200 because of the dollar rate. So we are pleading with the government to stabilize the cedi and the dollar so that they will match. When that happens, the importers will also reduce it, and then at least we also get something because of late things are very, very hard, very, very hard.
Our people used to change their money before they go and buy it in dollars and pounds and sometimes yens, because some go to China and bring those goods, some go to Canada, some go buy it from London. So this economic situation is killing us right now.
Ahokyere na wo kurom no ama enema ne bo ayedin almost $1 and pound no nti se na akwakoto ne se akwakoto ne 15 na e kina wo bekoye 16 ti ama ahokyere kakra aba adwuma no na nso ni nyina mu no ye hwe de nyame ebeye. Oh, first band and then fast so kire se first pa adwuma na ye de na nka nyame adum timi twa ade anka wo be wie wo be kai usika wunya ya na nka wadi kan nya bia 2 million bia kura ansa na abetonton ase kakra na so na de ye gba ye nya ne saa because of niema ne boa ye tin na niema no so ewo mu no eno a na ewo mu a omo de breye na saa mra ne ye to 6 million na ye to ne bia 12 million saa niema na ne ye to 6 million na ne yakoto ne 12 million ti mfaso no so ate amaye
scan na amaye ya nya problem scan intimi nyina fa gonti no o mo ekra na manu timi enkra continue to kan ne bi o ko ha kan na ka e bi avese week bi obitimi kwenta na be 20 hono bene no o mo da se o mo form o mo hu nhyem bi ben Korea no man no mo yini mo ene China no man no be any land be me asante ne sa to obi a wo ton no ase na yen so ewurashi because pe bi nso abeton te ba na sa no a ebo no kwa negoso ede e koso internet ka amanfo no scan be gina afa akoma omo etimi kra more dia ka ebebe less esan say scan timi gina afa akoni ntia kwa na ekọ na internet de bia sana kwa na ekoso sa
bia na ele wonu chumo beno ba ya ngmene wo angmeno beno ba ya ngmene wa angmeno wonu chumo ewa bia na wona noko no ni fio kanu no wo jio amelo fen ye no e wo bia na ele no chumo le wa aka no wo be no chumo ko no wo ba chu ne no wo chu e wo lebo ni wo ba fe bia na ele wa ha wo die nche bia na wo tete wa ha wo na ejake dollar ihe wo no chumo fen ye wo de mene juko ya page ka be ne ba je so e angmeni bia no angmeno na eko ko chunhu obi ya ni relation onyo wa me school ni bia na ko follow wo le school obi le fe useless
they say kantamantu edwano enko yie dollar no kosro ye nto ade nti ye sra ban ne se nko ma dollar no entimi mra fom kakra ma ye se be ya ye betimi ukoya adi ma ne me da biara ye se dollar kosro ni atuma ma ye wo beton a enso low ya ban de ma ye ntimi ntua sika yi enti esra ban no se dollar ne de nke betimi a nanda roma won hwe emani nyina fa akoma se be ye betimi aye adwuma ne etimi atua loan na wode amaye no amaye nso abatan ye ho atoye
first no cotton blast no ne to no 3.5 and 7 million ye twa de man so emunye bibia cotton na dress ne to no 12 million and 21 million adwuma ne ya ye so abatan so ye ko ni bi ye ko we ja ye hwe ye ma akra
importers na edine ema ne ba no normally ne ye ne ye kɔ hɔ akɔtɔ a wo mo kyerɛ sɛ exchange ni wɔsoro ɛna ubeduru tema ha bɔnso a wo mo hwɛ exchange ni de aye duty ama because first ne start ye na ntisa na nka wo yibroni wo container ba ko a nka be te sɛ 4500 Ghana cedis be sisi no we Brunei will lend in 40 feet abako. It's more than old currency, 240 million cedis. So, say we Brunei will 40 feet abako. Ya ube tombi we have the 100 charges ne bibia beka oni duty beka hono. Na run old currency 270 million cedis. Ekobana sanso importers nso echegu ne ma no suma yen bias no. So hunu nka nye de pen se beton ne ma na board ne nka pese nka na metwa ne me na nka kina ikosi ada komo ya ekina kosi na nka mesumenya kakra ne beire ne mmedi but because ene ma ne bo no dinini ntino e ma yenso yentimi entete so enton so nti ye besra ban ne se wonhwe na sika no emra fom kakra ema ye na yenso ye koto a yenso ye benya no ebo e wo fom kakra se de yenso ye betimi aton ama sebi obi a woni bi na ba wono nso atimi ato because Brunei we adwuma na ye adwuma ekuta nipa bebre.
With cheaply made Western clothes flooding the market, the local textile industry has been decimated. Some critics of the business say the sale of imported used clothes is edging out the local textile.
This is laughable. Honestly, it's laughable because even in Libya in those days, about 20 years ago or 27 years ago when I was in Libya, there's force there. There's force in Libya in Palestinian shops. You know, Libya economic, what do you call it? Our population is bigger than Libya, and even our economy is down than Libyans. But they have force in there because force help a lot. Even if there's a disaster in Ghana, if there's a disaster, the government used to come and buy from us and make it relieve those people. So if force is banned because of the Texas, then how many people would dress well in Ghana? So I'm sorry, we are not killing the Texas business. We are not killing it. We are selling for the poor and the vulnerable in the country. So we are begging the government and everyone in the society, the opinion leaders, the lawmakers, that we are not killing the Texas industry, but we are really helping the poor and the vulnerable in the country.
The quality or the quantity will determine every price of a commodity. So if you produce very well, the customers will come and buy them. As you compare the second-hand clothing with the products or textile industry, there are differences between both of them. As for the second-hand goods, some certain goods has been banned. So now we are bringing the quality goods that will make our customers affordable for them to buy. So we are not bringing any inferior goods that will destroy even the market or both.
The used clothing business doesn't kill the business in Ghana in the sense that where we take these goods, the used clothing is over there and is competing with other industries. For instance, most countries like China, we have the used clothing there, but they do more importation on the stuff that they produce locally than the used clothing that the people patronize. Here, if the industries produce quality stuff, people will go in for the quality stuff than the used clothing. But because the industry doesn't take time and produce the quality stuff that the people want, and they don't produce what the people is requiring, that is why people go in for the used clothing.
I mean, who knows local textile industries, because local textile industries, quality no form. Na ho de no form. So and we share local textile local things in kura na see ukokoto tie and dye. Nebo what den say ubeto force no. Because imagine say me say me to tie and dye pam shirt here. Meto be 2.5. 2.5 no say me to back 1 yard bia bet say even 10 cedis kura na 2.5 no is almost 25 Ghana cedis. Tailor a pam shirt, a tailor no nimo de pampa no or pam shirt back bia no obedi be 25 cedis. Enti no de a boom one I say o pam one shirt local wine na tester na o ko be 50 cedis. But you could bet say 10 cedis, 15 cedis. Oba obenya used clothes a quality. Ya na ho odine no. E wo soro sene we say no. Enti no ye nwu local but we say no so broni we no so eboa wo man ni ye papa because meet me akase 24 years experience no. Omo atop broni we cotton no. Cafe ni say kura no kuta bet say 100 Ghana cedis and 50 Ghana cedis. Ultimately establish business. Yeah, won so benya bi edi ahwewoma. Eno na ma ya am de hwe me mba ni kutankola be 5 family ahwe wo musa bi was secondary school. We were passive for so no university and no am de aboa wo musa but see no edumana collapse because of foreign exchange.
Almost every Ghanaian, irrespective of age, class or societal standing, wears these foreign castoffs either to school, work, parties, and even sometimes to church. Presently, the country's remaining textile factories are fighting to survive the competition. The deluge of used clothing importation isn't just destroying jobs, it has also had a seismic effect on the Ghanaian tradition and culture.
Well, then I think the Ghanaian textile industry should also do something about the textile they produce because it's very expensive. And then now when you buy it, when you go and sew it with the seamstress, they take high prices and we can't just afford. If you want to just sew a simple dress, you buy the textile for like 40 cedis, you go, the seamstress will take like 30 cedis, 70 cedis for just a dress. But you can use this same 70 cedis and you can get like 4 or 5 dresses in town and the same quality. So if they want us to be buying their textile, then they should do something about the price for us and we'll stop using the money.
I say, Ntamano ni buo ayedi. Ntamano ni buo ayedi. But say Ntamani de ye top but ni buo so na ye edin kakra. Inti Ntamani de ye good. Inti so muma price na nye de ye ba for my kakra na ye tanto Ntamano.
Friday has been set aside for all to wear made in Ghana fabrics to occasions to boost the local textile industry. But should this be the case?
Not at all. It should be everyday wear, for every occasion, for everything. How can you put on a dress just on Friday? There's no need buying it. But if you have to use it for the whole week, you have to buy more, you have to portray it, and you can use it and use it well. So I think it should be everyday wear. It shouldn't be Friday wear.
To say 7 days in a week, now because we've been there back in let's say 6 days. To me and Tosun. 5 years near say every Friday and 6 years back. How many people? In penny for no more this I'm running by and I say whatever. Oko parliament because I was in the African way as a Friday. Coot. Any wow maybe. It's not about say yeah, share say Friday in Friday in we advertising us always say oh ye Bobby who ja. It mean for 1 hour say maybe 2 minutes boja and you do so beti.
I say you share it da Monday ebe do Friday Saturday ni Sunday din na e wo mo say you share. Anya Friday pe.
In Ghana and most West African countries, Western outfits are fast replacing iconic West African prints and traditional garb. This has become even worse in villages where tradition is held high. One can now find rural folk adorned in Western clothing. The African pride, tradition, and what Ghana's first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, calls the African personality is diminishing gradually. It is high time our textile industries are revamped for the total good. Indeed, the foreign cast-offs have come to help, but that should not take our Africanness away. Our identity as true Africans must be re-echoed because a nation without its culture and tradition, they say, has no identity. Rebekah Awuah, GBC 24, Kantamanto, Accra.
Oh.